Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to give you guys a brief visual on how I do my scalp micropigmentation clients. Here's my barber studio. I hope you guys enjoy. First we need to clean off our tools because I like to cut down my clients' hair. Most of my clients get their hair cut down before we do their SMP. It makes it easier to see what I'm doing, as well as I think it looks better, honestly. Next, I get them all caped up. I figured you guys probably didn't want to see the whole haircut, so I sped it up for you guys. But I just gave them a quick bald fade, nothing too special. It's not the cleanest fade in the world, but it got the job done for what we needed to do that day. But if you guys do want to see some haircut tutorials, I'm going to be dropping a video within the next week or two, so stay tuned for that. Alright? Okay, so what we have here is a brush cleaner. These are really cheap. I get these from Sally's. I think they're like $1 and some change. I get a new one for each client, and this is what we use to exfoliate the scalp. If you have a lot of dead skin on the scalp when you're doing SMP, the pigment is going to come right off. It's not going to stay. That's why it's very important to get any dry skin or dead skin off of this person's scalp. And you want to clean it up real good. We're going to come back with a hot towel and get them all cleaned up. Look at that steam. You see that steam? Yeah, we got them nice and cleaned up. Get a clean canvas. You want to have a clean canvas when you're doing SMP. That's very important. Next, I'm going to make sure I didn't miss any spots. This client in particular only got the crown of his head done, so we didn't really have to worry about the rest of his head too much like I usually do. Now I'm just putting some numbing cream in his head. A lot of artists say they don't use numbing cream, but I've only had one client ever that was able to withstand the pain without numbing his scalp. And here I wrap it because the heat activates it. But one important thing is, if you do use numbing cream on your clients, make sure you're doing a really good job of cleansing that stuff off of his scalp once the hour's up. You don't want to try to do SMP with numbing cream on his head and not have cleaned it off. Hey, what's up YouTube? Alright, so you guys just witnessed me cut my client down. We numbed him up. A lot of artists say they don't numb their clients up because of the ink retention. Honestly, I've never had an issue regarding that, and personally, I really care about my clients. I don't think I would want to put them through a session of SMP without numbing their scalp. It's quite painful without it, but currently I'm just chilling behind my business. I give my client about an hour to numb up, so he has about an hour. About 30 more minutes left until he's all done numbed up, and we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll show you. I'll show you my process and how I do his session. This is his third session. Personally, I think he might need one more after this. I've been pretty conservative with his other sessions. One rule I will say with SMP is you can always go darker, you cannot go lighter. So you want to make sure you proceed with caution, and you always want to be on the more conservative side than not. But yeah, like I said, we'll be back in about 30 minutes. So once the 30 minutes is up, we'll come back and get him started. All right. During the hour that my clients are numbing up, I just tell them to make themselves at home, get comfortable, act like it's your house. But now we're in my SMP studio and the session has begun. Two really important things with SMP is the angle and the depth that you're going into someone's scalp. So notice how my machine is almost straight up and down. It's at a 90-degree angle. And you see how I'm stretching his skin? Those are two very important things that you want to do. So all in all, it took me about 2.5 to 3 hours with this client, and he only got the crown of his head done like I mentioned before. This service was $1,000, and here is before. and this is after his third session. Like I mentioned before, I think he needs one more session, and he typically wears his hair longer, so we technically did a density fill. But if you like it, give me a thumbs up, a subscribe, and I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you.